How did your service and your experience affect your life?
It gave me the discipline. It gave me, mostly I think it gave me the discipline and the self-assurance that I need to do anything. Because I had been in intelligence, and having grown up in Southampton, was told, you get the feeling because you're from the reservation that you're not quite good enough, or that they tracked you into classes like shop class and just the dummy classes. So getting into the Navy, I was recommended for officer training, to be a warrant officer, which I didn't do, and I was recruited by the Defense Intelligence Agency, and also the FBI came and talked to us. And the Defense Intelligence Agency at that time was dealing with black market heroin and hashish, so they were looking for minority guys. But my question was, do I get to carry a gun? Yes. Okay. And the second question was, do I have to wear a necktie? And they said yes. And I said, okay, that's it for me. No. What was the question?
Your service. How did the experience?
Oh, so it gave me the discipline, life? And it just gave me discipline, and I think it serves for especially young people. It gives you a little bit of guidance where you're at that age where you're in your 20s and teens, and you could lack to get in trouble because your impulse is not really formed. So it gives you that base. It gives you that chance to mature. It gives you that job where you get a job where you're handling millions of dollars of equipment and responsibility. I was always given the responsibility of taking the guys out of the brig from our unit, our division, and taking them with me on my various duties up on the bridge and the sighting team, because they figured it was tough duty, but the guys actually had a lot of fun. And I think it just taught me that, some things go your way and some things don't. And if you do the right thing, you'll be always taken care of. I never went to captain's mast. I did get in trouble because I had a little insubordination, which is totally usual for an 18, 19-year-old. But I never had any strike against my record. So I just learned that I like my job, photographic intelligence and intelligence processing and also interpretation. So I became good at it, and it led to other things where I still to this very day, 40 years later, work on maps and cartography. I studied it in college, and I studied it on my own, so it's been that basis for me, got me interested in maps and photography.
Very good. Have you attended any reunions? Did they have any?
I have not attended a reunion. I would love to attend a reunion. They sunk my ship in the 1990s, I think, or 2000s, off the Grand Banks. And there's a USS America Association that I keep tabs on, but I haven't seen anybody from my unit that I would know, and I haven't been to any reunion. I tried to contact all the guys when I went down and visited Richie Mendoza back in 2010, and he's the only one that really answered, so he's the one that I kept in contact with to this very day.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything you would like to add that we have not covered in this interview?
I think that for the record, I think that the military is a good choice for young people, except, in times of war, there's always something. But that doesn't mean that you're going to get hurt necessarily, that you can get hurt just being in a gang war at home or riding. I think for a lot of young men nowadays, especially where I live on the reservation, they're missing out on that maturation, that chance to mature and get away from home and learn what the big world is about, and see other places and visit other people, meet other people, and learn how to work in the world. That this isn't all there is. So for me, in my formative years, in the teen years, which I think are very important, like I said, it gave me self-assurance and let me know that I had a brain, I had intelligence. It let me know that I could make my way in the world. And I think it's an experience that I still live with to this very day. A lot of guys you see have spent 4 years, whether they're in the war or whatever, but their service is a big, important part of their life because it was when you were forming to be an adult. So no matter whether you stay in 4 years, 6 years, I had 4 and then 6 on reserve where I was doing things. It dovetails with other things. It leads to other things, and it does help. It helped me a lot. I just loved it. And I always wonder if I stayed in, what would have happened, or if I went to the OCS? Yeah, OCS, what would have happened. But that's the water under the bridge. I think I had a wonderful time. I thought it was a wonderful thing. I got to be at sea. I got to cross the ocean. I got to see wonderful, just things that you don't get to see every day here on the island. So overall, I thought it was a wonderful experience for me. And I'm very proud to have served my country.